Yeah. Well, let's start from the beginning.
Okay.
Let's say a couple comes in and they have mismatched sex drives, libidos. One is definitely craving, wanting more sexual attention. The other just doesn't have a sex drive. And a lot of times we see that, a medication somebody's on or trauma or just has had poor sexual history. How do you deal with that? Where do you start?
So the first thing I would work on is where are we at emotionally in our relationship? So we're going to figure out are we on the same page? Are we a team? Can we be emotionally vulnerable? Can we be open? If we have that emotional connection happening, then we'll kind of dive into the sexual piece.
Okay.
Most of the time, if we're disconnected emotionally, if we're not dating each other, if we forgot to be boyfriend and girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
We've been married for 10 years and we're mom and dad,
yes.
and right? We're husband and wife, but we forgot to be boyfriend and girlfriend. So we get back to that piece. I think one of the first things that I would do is working with a couple like that is, this comes from Emily Nagoski's work. We talk about the dual control, which is you imagine your sexual engine, right? Okay, what's the gas pedal? What gets you going?
Yeah.
Right. Some people have a really sensitive gas pedal. It doesn't take a lot. Other people, maybe where the desire is lower, it's a stiff gas pedal. So it's harder to get going. So we want to figure out what is it that gets you going? And then we want to look at the brake, right? Because it doesn't matter how much you push the gas, right? If that breaks down, you're not going anywhere.
Right.
So what I've generally seen is when people generally have lower desire, they might have a sensitive gas or a stiff gas pedal and a really sensitive brake.
Yeah.
So lots of things get in the way. And then forming that communication, be I'm going to be kind of stereotypical.
That's fine,
We hear it with this real fast, but the laundry's not done. I'm tired. I've not showered. I just put the kids down. There's dishes in the sink. I'm overwhelmed. The gas pedal's down.
Right. I don't have time for this.
Right. Yeah. So if we form this ability to communicate this in a session, then it's as a partner, you can be so if I want you to be in the mood, if I can help relieve your gas or your brake pedal, so I've made sure the dishes are done, or I've given you the night off where you can go take a bath and I got candles ready for you and I'm taking care of everything else, desire starts to build back up because you're taking care of the things that get in the way.
Right. So when we're talking about it, it seems really simple, right? Let's talk about the emotional needs so we can, both enjoy the sexual needs. But